Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Now Darnold. Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Good yardage with a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running with Walker again. He's got room to roam here. Down the sideline into the red zone. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Goff taking it right to the air. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll be first down, Colts. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Goff on 1st and 10. That's Mitchell on the slant. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. From the gun, Goff. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kobe Bryant has it. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Staying with Walker. And he gets him around 6 there. Juju Brents with a stop. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the gun on 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for this. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Darnold looking to throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He crosses the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Throwing here, Darnold. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. Second down. Walker now from the gun. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. To throw, here's Darnold. Pass complete to Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He's going to push one deep down. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kobe Bryant has it. And the Seahawks have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running left, here's Walker. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Chance to move the chains. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that third down?
And he's going to take this only to about the 31. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But lines to go for it the next time they get this shot.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. It's the Colts. Behind the sticks on 2nd and 11. Throwing is gone. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Goff setting to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Third and long for him here. Chased out to his right. Oh, the football's loose. And the Seahawks pick it up.
There are so many fundamental details play the quarterback position, especially in the pocket. But you get loose, you make a nice little run, you get in the open field, you got to have the fundamentals to tuck that ball away. QB doesn't, defender knocks it out. Huge turn of events.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Walker. Jukes out a one-stop. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Well, once you join the rarefied air at the 2,000-yard plateau, next thing you look to is the single-season rushing record. And with that carry, he sets the new NFL record.
Hey, let's be honest. With how pass-heavy this league has become, did you ever expect to see this?
It's a Seattle touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down throw from Goff. He finds Woods. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Goff. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First and 10 now from the 30. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. First and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And they pick him off again! And the Seahawks are going to have it! And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short on the 15. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Walker on 2nd. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Walker reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks make it a 24-point ball game. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd and 8. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Goff on 3rd. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It's Walker on the give. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He's trying to push the field. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Walker on 1st down. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. We give up the gut to Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
They'll come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Walker. Gets to space right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. The Seahawks have the football, and they're in great shape with this sizable lead. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They go with Walker here. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks keep running away with this. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue piling onto this lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Goff. He's got time here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
That's complete to Pittman. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. Goff working from the pistol. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Finds one. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the gun, Goff. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll go for it. Goff. He connects downfield on 4th. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
We're good.
Throwing again, it's Goff. On target to his man Taylor. He'll maybe get 2 out of that, so that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on.
And they pick him off again. Rick Woolen with the INT. He's at midfield. 30. To 10. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Chooses to bring this one out. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Goff trying again here after the pick. This one finds Taylor. Space past the 35. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st down, it's Goff. Searches from the pocket. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. This finds Mitchell, complete. And he crosses midfield before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there. That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Goff. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Goff on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This dude is putting together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Has some room to work. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts take 7 points off the deficit. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And they snag some much-needed momentum to end the regular season as they start looking ahead to their wild card contest next week. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Indy.